Yo, so for those who don't know, that was Emmanuel coming out. Keep us guessing with the hits. Hey, he's hype. If y'all ain't heard of him, straight out of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City, y'all, man. Let's get it, man, fresh. That was his song at the top, Elevators. Y'all check him out on Facebook, or you go straight to his page. What's going on, B Right? Another day.
Yeah, besides the lawn care service, nothing much. I do want to take the time out to talk about Morgan. She posted on our page, Morgan Howard. She is putting together a community service event where people can donate water, can donate food. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Label Is Not page on Facebook.
That's it.
Shouts out to you, Morgan Howard. I will probably be donating something. I'm gonna get with you. I don't know what I'm gonna donate, but it's gonna be something good. All right.
That's it.
So make sure we taking care of our community, man. And I love the fact that we hook up with different organizations.
Definitely.
We come out and we making it happen, yo. If nobody gonna take care of us, we gonna take care of ourselves.
That's it, man. Label It's Not. We out here. You know, we trying to do good in our community. We got something planned at the end of the summer.
Oh yeah.
You know, just a way to giving back to the community. Not nothing too big, but you know, we'll come with more details about that towards the end of the summer. But me and B Right, man, we've been putting in work out here. Just lawn care service. We just added a new service. We doing house cleaning too. How about that?
You just don't know.
Yes, grinding.
You just don't know.
Hey, and B Right, we working 40 hours a week, man. 40 hours a week. Grinding. Ain't no days off. No days off, y'all. Ain't no days off in this.
Who ready for the 4th of July, yo? That's like
I gotta work.
That's like I'm working too. It's like 2 days away. But you know, I go to work at 7:30, so I have time to give me a burger or something.
I'm gonna cook something for work. I really don't, you know what I'm saying, too much particularly care for the 4th of July anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah. Not really.
Yeah, man. I'll tell people some shit like this, man. People always looking to have the holidays off. That's like little kids stuff, man. I'm looking to have the holidays on so I can get that time and a half.
No, double time for us, bro.
Yeah, that double time.
Double time.
I don't think y'all know how love it is. Yeah. Y'all walk around here talking about y'all money. If y'all really about y'all money, y'all be working them holidays.
Right. Hey, I want y'all to notice something. You notice Kiki ain't got no crown today? That's good. Ain't got no crown, Brett. I haven't been drinking. I've been doing good.
I got a beer.
A beer, you know, that beer ain't nothing, but
yeah, it's just beer.
Yeah, it's just beer. But I haven't been drinking lately. I think I've probably drunk, like I said, like 4 times since my birthday, May the 11th. You know, I've just been out here grinding, getting my money, man. And the liquor can stay on the back burner until I make it to the top. Until I make it to the top and I celebrate with some champagne.
All right, so before we get into the topic, I want to make this point perfectly clear. I know we going on the right path.
That's it.
Ask me how I know. Ask me right
how you know, B Right?
How I know we going on the right path?
I know we going on the right path. How you know?
Because I run into new problems every day.
That's
that
it.
Slap me back down to the ground.
That's it.
And every time we start building up, I get slapped back down to the ground. I know that's some type of what is it? The world's energy trying to keep me from my blessing. And you know what I decided to do? I decided I'm gonna keep on pushing.
That's it.
We gonna keep on pushing.
That's the only way to be, man.
And I was just telling my partner before we started, man, I would not let us fail. We would not.
We won't let each other fail.
We won't let us fail.
Right.
Label It's Not.
Continue. Y'all gonna see us breaking off and doing this and doing that. That's what it's about. We on our way up. like the song say, elevator.
Right. I get discouraged every day.
Hey, look, check this out. On the elevator, you make stops along the way. You know what I mean? On the way to the top, you make it. The elevator makes stops. It happens like that.
Yo, yeah. I was listening to that song. That man got feelings. He got some feelings inside that he has to get out. Y'all make sure y'all check that song out. Emmanuel, that's his name. He in OKC. Make sure y'all check him out.
Get it, man, fresh.
All right, so I wanted to talk about topic tonight. We talked about this in some of the past podcasts that we've done. The religions. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I noticed that when people start to go a certain way, they want to put religion into everything. And I just wanted to point this out that we're now living in a world where religion is not really big anymore because you got so many different religions. When you put yourself in a certain predicament, I'm gonna go ahead and focus this on. I'm gonna actually focus this on jail. You might be in any type of predicament. You might be telling yourself that, oh, I'm doing this for God's will, or oh, I'm doing this, which is a beautiful thing. But you have to remember that these people in this world doesn't believe in exactly what you believe in, and that's going to be some bumps and bruises along the road. So, but I guess basically what I'm getting at is you shouldn't put yourself in a predicament that you don't have to be in. Like, if it's something that you don't have to go through, you shouldn't put yourself to be there in the first place. You know what I mean? I just think that people just don't believe anymore. I'll be straight up and I'll tell y'all straight up, man. I believe in Jesus.
I don't think, me personally, I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, you good. I
don't think it's the fact that people don't believe. Matter of fact, I had this same conversation with a pastor that was a patient at my job. Okay. I don't think it's the fact that people don't believe anymore. I think it's because, you see people in church, they partying, they going out, they drinking. For me, myself, I know that I live in sin. It's things that I sin, everybody's sin is different. But God is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? We were taught don't get me wrong.
He's supposed to be, but yeah, go ahead.
God, no. I'm saying God is in your heart.
Oh, yeah,
you don't have to go to church. You know what I'm saying? To have your faith.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. That go for any religion. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know how to pray and you ask for forgiveness, that's when, as long as you pray and you ask for forgiveness, then that's when, that's where the church is. You don't necessarily have to. I think nowadays, like for instance, the TV churches. Me personally, I grew up Church of God in Christ, so I don't believe in going to a church where I see a pastor preaching. You know what I'm saying? But it's a way to bring people to Christ. You know what I'm saying? And if if that church is bringing somebody to Christ, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? You got Life Church, the People's Church, real big churches, churches in Oklahoma City. But I think that it's not the fact of religion. Religion is just something it's different religions.
Right.
Having a relationship with God, that starts in your heart. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to go to church for that.
It does. I just think people should nowadays keep to themselves. It's a beautiful thing to spread the word, spread the gospel, but there's so many assholes out here in the world. I don't think people fear God no more.
I get what you're saying.
I don't think people,
they don't. But I'm not.
Go ahead.
You saying when I'm talking on when you say you don't think people fear God anymore.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that's based on the fact going to the church is not the same. People play with God, including you got pastors, you got people in the church. Like I said, going back to what I said, when you see people that are supposed to be of Christ, but you see them doing this, talking about people. You see them, I wouldn't even say drinking or smoking. Jesus turned water into wine. Shout out to Pastor Collins. He said that no, people try and interpret what they want that to say when Jesus turned water into wine.
Yeah.
People interpret that what exactly what it says, but it's a different meaning behind it. People do play with God. You know what I'm saying? You play with God, you go to church, but then when you come home, you want to do this and do that. I believe if you go into church Go to church. Make sure your heart is right. Don't get me wrong. We all fall back and we all sin, but it's, you know what I'm saying. Ask for forgiveness. If you out in the world, if you out in the world, regardless if you're out in the world and you're doing whatever you're doing, pray. Don't forget to pray. And it's many religions, but me personally, I believe it's one God.
I think it's important for people to know just how basically what it is that you just said. People, they just it's like this.
Hey, mind you,
it's a lot of trouble.
Mind you, listen, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish. You talking to somebody that grew up in the church. I don't go to church every Sunday. You know, I don't do things like I should. But it's all right for me to have this conversation. I just wanted to put that out there.
No, yeah, it needs to be out there.
It's all right for me to have this conversation. So don't look down upon me because I said something that you don't agree with. To the viewers of Facebook and the viewers out there in the Anchor World, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, whatever you're listening from.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right for us to have this conversation because this conversation needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. People need to, like, when it comes to religion, man, I feel like we don't have no love for each other no more because we're all so focused on trying to be politically correct. And we're doing more damage to ourselves than more good. We're doing more harm to ourselves than good. Some of these things that we see in the world, we have become acceptant of, like we've accepted it, and we shouldn't have. It could start from something small, and maybe it happened one time, then you see it happen twice, then all of a sudden it spreads like a wildfire, and then you see it happening all the time. I can remember, like, back when I was little, that you wouldn't see these things. It would be like a wow moment. It would be like a mind boggling, blowing your mind, like, phew, did that really just happen? Now we just look at things on the news like just another day.
All right.
Religion, man. I
think religion is more. When you say religion, when you talk about religion, we're talking about God. But when you say religion, you're speaking on all religions.
Yeah,
Christianity, right. Judaism, Buddha, you know what I mean? Islam. You're speaking, right. When you speak on religion, we're talking about God.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But some people try and put that term religion into a religion is not. You can't bottle religion. Religion is different. It's different. It's many religions.
Right.
We're talking about Christianity, correct?
Yes.
We're talking about Christianity.
So if you're listening, if you're tuning in, like, what do you take away from this? Like, you're listening to me and my partner. Like, what do you? I want to hear some opinions and some of the things that you take away with this. I believe that it's just like I said, there is no love. And for us to come out of poverty and in our situations that we go through, whether you can put this into any category, whether it's inside family, whether it's friends, whether it's different countries, you know, with the fighting, you know, the 7 continents: North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, and Australia. It's so much hate, man, and it hurts me.
But you know, reason why it's hate,
that people can do whatever it is that they want to you and not give 2 fucks about it. They don't give a fuck. We don't care about our brothers. We don't care about our sisters. We don't care about women being young women no more. About them being like, I mean, there used to be a point in time where you could, you know, look on TV and see a girl in a t-shirt and, you know, some nice little jeans and be like, oh, that's a nice looking woman. But now when you open up social media, which is what we go into now. Now you see like, and this I'm just using this as an example. You see women, you know, popping booties, and not that I'm not aroused by that, because I certainly am, but it's just like there's more to life, and it's just like everything is a scheme, like right off top. Like everybody's trying to get theirs. Everybody's trying to get theirs right off top. Like we just don't. We're repetitive. Everything's repetitive. That bothers me.
You know why it's like that though? Because people feel like they can go to church, and it's okay to sin. It's all right to sin and go back to church. And
that's playing with God. That comes back to what you said earlier.
Exactly. You know, that's where it comes from. If you want to mix religion with worldly views. Me personally, I don't like to do that, but that's how those type of situations come about. You know, I got a question. How do you, like? I love Christian rap. You know what I'm saying? Lecrae is a well-known Christian rapper.
Lecrae was the man.
My cousin Teresa actually put me on him back in like 2003, maybe. She had a CD. She gave it to me. It took me like probably 4 years to listen to it.
All right, shouts out to The Truth too. He's a dope gospel rapper too. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think they did a couple. They did some. Did he do? That might not be him. But like some people don't like Christian rap, Christian hip hop. But if it's a way to bring people to Christ, what's wrong with it? You know, some people look, oh, that's worldly music. No, it has meaning behind it. Just like hip hop. Hip hop has meaning behind it.
I can actually explain that one. Because they used to always be in the back of my head, yo. Like, okay, like when you reach a certain status, when it comes to like gospel music, everybody's listening to you. The whole world's listening to you. But then there's always that.
Kirk Franklin's one.
You're right. But then there's always a thing in the back of your head that, are you listening to the message I'm trying to put out? Or are you listening to me? That's okay. As far as like TV, entertainment, music, that's always been my problem with the people that's been on TV. Like, they got these big names, they got these nice fancy houses, these nice fancy cars, which is nothing wrong with that. If God's blessed you with that, that's what God has blessed you with. But I'm pretty sure if you're any type of preacher, any type of artist, the gospel artist, you've had to have asked yourself this at one point in time. Are people listening to me, or are they listening to the words that I'm saying? I'm trying to save your life. I don't want you to see me. I want you to see the guide and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's one reason that I could never really completely just do gospel music like all the time. Like seriously.
All right. Right. I get what you're saying. I think it's a message in everything.
There is.
It's a message in everything. That's why.
But are the people getting it? Is the question. But yeah,
I think over time you get it. That's like over time. You know, people that going back to we talking about Christian views, religious views. Going back to, you go to church every Sunday. You go to church. You fall off. You know, you might fall off for a couple years. You might go through some struggles in life. You might have to take a pause. Not take a pause, but you stop going. Let's put it like that. And then years down the line, you like, I need to go to church. You take that leap of faith, and you go back, and you go back, and you go back.
Right.
You know, it's all part of it's a message in everything. That's what I'm trying to say. So you probably in full sin, but you still listen to your gospel music, whether it's listening to a Kirk Franklin album or a Lecrae album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna I still listen to Kirk Franklin's first, not his first album, but Silver and Gold. You know what I'm saying? While we sing those songs when I was little, they had a message, but I understand them now that I'm older. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
so that's what I'm saying when I say there's a message in everything, regardless if you out in the world and you listen to music, regardless if you go to that church with that TV. You know, if that's a way for you to come to Christ, I'm all for it. If it's hip hop that you listen to, if you like gospel rap, if that's a way for you to come to Christ, I'm all for it. I'm not against it. So people will stop pushing your religious views on top of people. That's what's pushing people away from the church. That's why you got people that's out here in the world, as you were saying, it's not like it was when you was a kid. When you get up, you know what I'm saying, and you watch TV and you seen this and you see that. Nowadays it's like everything is it's a money scheme. Everybody trying to make money, so you're gonna do whatever. If you want to put that woman in that video, you know what I mean, that's showing her full body, it's a money scheme.
Yeah, right. And you know what? And I think people. And I got two things to say about that. First of all, I think people need to be careful. People need to be careful about who you talk to, who you speak to. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm the type of person. I'm a friendly person, and I'm a people person. Mm-hmm. I'll talk with you all day, but if I don't feel like I'm giving you any important information, then I'll talk with you all day. That's just how I am. But when you get to a point that hits a nerve, I'm gonna stop it right in its tracks. Like, hold up, you're asking too many questions.
Right.
It's like so. I just think people, when it comes to religious views, I think people need to be careful on who they talk to, because you can't talk to everybody. Not everybody believes in what you believe in. So that's the first thing I had to say about that. The second thing I had to say about that was when it comes to the message that you was talking about inside the music, that's
eventually it's gonna bring you back to Christ. You're gonna hear those words, you be like, wow, I'm going through that struggle, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But those lyrics is what's gonna bring you back. If it's in the form of hip hop and you got the beat in your head, it don't necessarily gotta be in the form of singing.
Right.
And you said you don't listen to everybody's you don't listen to everybody if you feel like they're not listening to me. Me personally, I've had conversations with all different kinds of people.
Okay.
Muslims, Hebrews, like I said, everybody's religion is different. What's atheists? Oh God, them I'm not gonna. Atheists, they have, you know, that's the scientific part. Me growing up Christianity, I don't believe in that. You know, but maybe something, you got people out here that's been atheists and they turn Christianity. You got people that's been Christians all their life and they turn atheists. It happens. You know, everybody has their own point of view, and whatever steps, whatever you believe in life, that's what you believe in. Me personally, I grew up Church of God in Christ. I believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I live in a world of sin, but I still have my beliefs, and can't nobody change that. Nobody will ever change that. I believe that God rose from. Jesus rose from the dead. Nobody's going to change that. My beliefs, you know, and that's how you got. That's how it is with other. If somebody grew up Muslim. If somebody grew up Buddhism, if they grew up Hebrew, they're not gonna believe my views because that's how they were raised. But me personally, I believe we all pray to the same God, whether it's Allah or whether it's whatever you want to call it. We all praying to the same God. That's what I believe.
There's a reason why I chose this topic tonight. There's a specific reason why I chose this topic tonight, and the reason is because I don't want anybody else to lose hope. I don't want anybody else to feel like I got to slit my throat or slit my wrist to kill myself. Life is hard. Everybody experiences, everybody goes through it. Life is hard. And, you know, there's always somebody who has it harder than you do. But that's the main reason why I chose this topic tonight, yo. Like, watch your words. Watch who you're around. Watch who you're talking to. Be more attentive to the things that are going on around you, yo. And always remember that everybody doesn't believe in the same things that you believe in. Like, that's just clear. Me and Kiki started off Label is not to make a change. And even though that's not a starting point, I believe that's still a starting point. I'm talking to the people who are down, the people who are out, who feeling like shit is going wrong. Like I said at the beginning of this podcast.
Okay, so look, check this out.
I'm not gonna let it spell.
I'm strolling down the Facebook feed. So this is what we was just talking about. Social media has its part on it. Okay. This post right here says one has to go. Jesus, your mama, or 900 billion. This is the reason why. This post right here, see, that's why would you even put Jesus in that category? Who made this?
Yeah. People make posts like that all the time.
And people really comment on this. You choosing worldly, you choosing money over God. Not even your mama come before Jesus.
It's real. It's real.
Real talk. I'm just, we talking about this topic and I just seen this post right here.
Right.
This is the reason why.
Right.
That people don't believe in God no more.
And that comes back to what I was saying. That's what comes with what I was saying, man. People don't fear God no more. They don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly believe that I'm blessed by God. I have a somewhat successful career.
Damn right.
I'm building with my partner. I have no kids. Hopefully not for too long. But yeah, I don't want to be an old daddy running around here chasing the young asses. I don't know how we do with that. But seriously, I feel like God has blessed me. I don't know exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing, but I feel like I'm trying to do it to the best of my abilities, and I'm doing it to fulfill. And I really do believe that this message is going to touch somebody tonight, man.
That's it.
Everybody got it hard, man. So stop your whining, stop your crying, get it together, pull it together, man. This world is going where it's going, but you don't have to be a part of that. You can always just remember, you was an individual when you was a toddler. I'm pretty sure everybody had personalities. Everybody was running around here with their diapers off, eating out the pots, doing stuff that they weren't supposed to. Everybody got personality, yo. Be that person who you was called to be, man. And don't let this world discourage you. Just keep on chugging ahead.
That's it.
All right, so my partner Kiki wanted to get into...
No, we ain't going to talk about that tonight.
How people wanted to force their... No, we're not.
Oh, I thought you was about to talk about that other topic.
No.
Oh, okay.
My partner Kiki wanted to get into how people force their religion views on other people. And she actually mentioned that in the last topic that we just got through talking about. For real, I believe that... Oh, okay, look, I'm sorry. I even started off.
Hold on. How people force their religion on other people.
That's
not what I said. Oh. I had to think about that. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else.
Oh, look.
I was looking at something.
She just let me talk myself into a night.
No. No, that's not what the topic that I thought that I was wanting to talk about. But because I feel like that's not what I want to talk about. How people force themselves on other people. But I feel if you believe in your religion, whatever it is, why not force it? Why not try and spread your love to somebody else? Let's put it into those words.
She used the word love.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe in. Yeah, why not try and not force, but why not try and push that onto somebody else that you trying to
that's dope.
Talk about the situation with.
That's
right,
dope.
Right.
Because I love the word choice that you chose. You said love.
Right.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think my battery going low. It's not hooked up, so I might as well turn it off. But yeah, it's not really push your religion on, but if what you believe in and you stand firm in it, you stand firm on it. I'm sorry. Spread it. Talk about it. Whatever it is. Even if it's not religion. If it's about being successful. If it's about going through the struggle. Don't be afraid to tell your story. One day I'm going to be able to tell my story to people. Don't be afraid to talk about it. This don't necessarily got to do religion. What you going through, somebody else might need to hear it. They probably going through it. I had somebody talk to me about some real shit. A couple days ago, a woman at my job. I was talking to her about something that I was going through, and she like, Kiki, just let it go. She was like, you got too much stuff going on in your life. Too much stuff going on in your life. And I'm like, you know what? I've heard people tell me this before, but you right. I said, you right. She's like, I've been there. What you going through, I've done it. You know, I feel me personally, I feel like I got a lot. I've come a long way. You know, I've come a long way from where I used to be, you know. And I think it's all right. It's okay to be on the right path. It's okay to do the right thing. You don't necessarily got to do this to make somebody else feel welcome or that you this type of person. No. Fuck all that. Don't do that. Fuck all that. It's not worth it.
I promise to God I just had the moment right now. I'm not going to say swear. I'm going to say promise. But I promise to God, just listening to you talk, I promise I just had
Real
the moment.
Real talk, man. Fuck, you know, I talked to you about that situation, Brett.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we doing out here is not worth it. Why do we continue? Why do we continue doing, knowing that it's wrong? Knowing that what we're doing is wrong, we continuing to do it. Why? What's the point? You got too much to lose, Kiki. You got too much to lose.
And and you can add that in with the last topic that we just got through talking about. But I also have a story, man. Like, I was out here pushing my line care service. Me and Kiki, I was out here pushing Kiki's line care service, and Kiki don't know this, but she was at work. One of the guys pulled up on me that knew my cousin. He didn't so much know me, but he knew my cousin. My cousin was out there with me at the site, and I seen him like hours apart. So this is like hours apart. This is like 9 o'clock at night. I seen him at 9 o'clock at night, and he comes up to me, man. He's like, man, you inspired me. You was inspiration to me. He's like, I just don't know what to say to you. I don't know how to express what I'm feeling to you, but you was that for me. To see a young black man out here hustling and has his business partner, and they have their own business, and they're growing and they're grinding. He's like, good. Man, he said, man, you know what I did? I said, nah, man, what'd you do? He said, man, look, I went to the courthouse and I paid $2,500 in child support, back child support. $2,500. He put $2,500 back child support, and what ended up happening was he ended up getting joint custody of his kid because he put such a big amount down. And he was telling me, he was like, man, you did this for me. This is what you did. You inspired me. I want to go start my business. I know about this because me and Kiki have a lawn care service. Okay. And he was like, yo, so I know about getting rid of poison ivy. I know about getting rid of these different types of infections that grows in with the weeds. I know about this. So he said, you know what I'm gonna go get me an LLC like you, and maybe we can collaborate on some things. And that's it. Kiki, I don't even think you know what that is. Hey,
real talk, Brett. You never know who you're inspiring. I see a lot of entrepreneurs on Facebook, man. I'm proud of y'all. I see y'all. You know, I'm an entrepreneur myself, man. You never know who you're inspiring. That one little conversation that you have with somebody can make a whole day, can make a lifetime. You say he earned custody of his kids. Yeah.
25. He went and dropped $2,500 on back child support, yo. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I was when I heard that. I was just like, whoa.
Right.
That was like one of those mind-boggling, blowing moments.
Right.
And man, wow. This is what me and Kiki does. We are leaders in the community. And we are pushing. We always trying to push people to do better for themselves. But in a moment's instincts, I had no idea what this man's problems was.
Right.
I had no idea that if he was doing good or bad. He just told me he knew something about the business that me and Kiki does.
Right.
And I said, yo, you should get your LLC and we should collaborate. And he was so excited to see that somebody was doing something. And you know what, Kiki, I remember we was having this conversation with your brother. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but we was having this conversation with Kiki's brother.
My oldest brother.
And he said, you know what, it's rare to see young black people coming up besides anything of sports or rapping.
Right.
To be building their own business, to be doing their own things on top, like, and so when I relate to what Kiki's brother said and to what this man just told me he was about to do, oh my goodness, it's happening. The movement is here. The movement is here.
Label us not, y'all. Hey, you can have an opinion,
but don't put
a label on us. Damn right, man. Don't put a label on us. That's our motto. It's okay. It's okay to step outside your comfort zone. Step outside your boundaries. It's all right. It's all right to be a leader. I've never been a follower in my life. I don't plan on being a follower. I do my own thing. Here at Label Us Not, we do our own thing. We ride our own way. Whether you listen or not, whether you tune in one podcast or not, whether you tune in and see a live feed, we still, a year and a half later, we still rocking. We still rocking. We got the lawn care service going. Man, it's okay. Like, I can remember, Brett, in the beginning when we first thinking about doing a podcast, nobody believed in us. Nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody believed in us, but no. Because it was people that believed in us, and they still believe in us, and they've been repping us since day one. Y'all know who y'all are. But it was people that didn't believe in us until they seen us, you know, getting 200 views, and then we got 1,000 views, and then we hit 3,000 views. You know,
yeah, we like a roller coaster.
We got to get back to that point. We're not consistent no more. That's the problem. We're not consistent, but we have other obligations, you know. But going back to the fact what I was saying, no, people didn't believe in us. They didn't believe in us until they seen, or they heard people talking about, I seen your podcast. I like what you was talking about. You know, regardless if y'all comment on these videos, we know y'all watching. Right. We know y'all watching. Right. Thank you. Thank you for my fans. Thank you. Thank you for our fans. Label Us Not. We know y'all watching. Y'all listening. Y'all tuned in. Y'all probably don't watch these live videos, but the views tell it all. But we appreciate everything, man. Sure. But it's all right to be an inspiration, man. You inspire people that you don't even notice, man. People inspire me on Facebook every day. I love it. I love seeing entrepreneurship in our community. I love people going out there and doing their own thing. Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing when you can wake up. You know, me and Brett, we put in hard work. This lawn care service is hard work. But you know what? We just had our best week ever in a month and a half. We just had our best week ever, you know, and we decided to add another service to it. Why not? Right. Why not add another service? Continue to doing what we're doing and making money in the process. You know, like I said, it's all right to step out your comfort zone, man, and be different. Don't be afraid to ride your own wave. Ride your own way to that motherfucker until you reach the motherfucking, ride your wave until you reach the seashore. Let's say that, you know. But label us not, man. I'm proud of what we have going on here. Right. We've been on we got the Anchor podcast going. So we on a lot of different streaming networks. You know, we still trying to fill that out. Yeah. Just part of being consistent, that's all.
Yeah. There's this young lady who's on my Facebook. You know, she was talking about the entrepreneurs. Her name is Jasmine something. I don't remember. That's pretty bad. I don't remember. But,
right.
But you know what?
But you know what? You're talking about her, so you were right.
You know what? I got jacked from my phone. That's one of the bad things that's happened to me this week. But you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna keep pushing. Because that's what we do. Because, like I said, I know my blessing is coming. But I was looking for it on my Facebook just a minute ago. I couldn't find it. But anyways, Jasmine, she got this company called Never Fold. And it's a fitness program. And she got the t-shirts. I told her, hey, I was going to grab one. Because back in the day, I used to be a workout freak back in the day. And I see this other young lady. She's doing yoga. I see another young lady. She's doing cheerleading. I see young man. I see this one cat that I went to school with. He has his own club. I'm pretty sure some of you, if you are in Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure you heard about it. Drinks. Shouts out to my man Vic. He owns Sessions 1 and Sessions 2. I'm pretty sure if you're in Oklahoma, you've been to it. Right. But these are successful people, entrepreneurs that we see on our page. Well, on my page, because Kiki said she sees something on her page too. Mine and hers are separate. But yeah, we see entrepreneurs, man. Inspiration is real.
Yes, it is. It's very real. I got people that inspire me all the time. They know who they are. They know exactly who they are without even saying their name.
Got people sending music to the page. Ugh.
That's it, man. I'm proud of everybody, man. Let's continue to rock this out. Us as a black community. Let's continue, man. Shout out to the All the Above show.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Shakoya and D-Ro the King, man.
We can't forget about them.
Yeah,
bro.
definitely, man. Shout out to y'all. D-Ro was one of the first people to give us our actual radio interview.
Right.
You know, that's something we'll never forget. And he always tuned in with the podcast. Him and Sequoia, they always tuned in, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to my brother, both my brothers. My brother Avery, he come help us out on his weekend off, man. I appreciate you, bro. Really do. My brother Mike, man, he always inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Take our business to the next level.
Yeah, man, I can dig that.
Definitely, man. I like I said, it's plenty of people, but you know what I'm saying. Them specifically, you know what I'm saying, that I wanted to shout out.
Well, since we getting all technical and things,
that's just something I wanted to do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Since we get all technical and things, I want to give a shout out to my cousin David Island.
Hey, shout out to you too, Mama. Shout out to Mama. Shout out to my mama.
I want to give a shout out to my cousin David Island, who just got his LLC.
Damn right.
Hold on, I said LLCs, not the LLCs, but who just got his commercial license to drive trucks.
Damn right, real talk, yeah. He damn sure did, right.
Man, you do me proud, cousin, man. For a moment, I was kind of worried about you, but you doing me proud, man.
Hey, I want for the people tuned in tonight, man. Send us comments. What y'all think about the show? What can we do to make our podcast better? I know we say it all the time. Shoot us y'all comments, what y'all believe, y'all religious views are. If it's something that you didn't like, shoot us a comment. If it's something that you did like, you know, or just tell us what you think we could get better on our podcast. That's for anybody that's tuned in and that's listening.
Yeah, for sure.
We can only get better. We can only get better, you know, with y'all help. It only makes us better.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for you, young cats.
You giving some money away, be right. You gonna get some money away?
No, that's not it.
You ain't giving no money away? I don't think they want to hear it. No, I'm just joking, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for y'all, yo. I'm gonna start posting up clips on the page about the presidential election for those who don't pay attention to what's going on because you're so busy in the clubs being, this is America. This is America. I'm gonna post these.
I don't think they played that song in the club. Shit.
Nah, I was just.
Oh.
I was saying that I was relating the dancing part.
Gotcha.
The dancing part of the club.
Okay.
But but this is something that me and Kiki can't stress enough. We really want y'all to pay attention, and so we did this the first year coming in. We did the political reforms and stuff. As you all know, the elections are coming up. People, they're already doing they're already weeding out the bad and the good. Who's the good candidates to run? I'm gonna start posting up clips on the page so y'all can start paying attention to the words that these politicians are saying, so you can have a good clue of who you're gonna pick for the president when that time comes around. Can't stress that point enough, man. We need leadership, and like I said, I'm neither a Democrat or a Republican. I'm independent, so I could go either way. Whoever point comes out the best to me, that's who I'm voting for. And that's I believe that's how you should vote too. No.
I wasn't lost in thought.
No.
We just rambling along, that's it.
Oh yeah.
We got some upcoming topics for y'all though. We're gonna talk about I'm not for sure how we gonna fit this in, but me and Be Right, we want to really come with our statistics, with us being on these different networks. But one of the topics that we've been supposed to talk about is human trafficking. We're gonna get into the black market of organs, how they like to sell organs. You know, it's a lot of black people that's been gone missing.
I would love to get that listener in too. The listener who suggested that.
Right.
I would love to chime her in.
Okay.
On that. So yes.
I'm pretty sure she would want to do it. We also gonna talk about just throwing out some topics that y'all can be tuned in. Make sure that y'all listen to in the upcoming. We were supposed to go live tonight, but we just decided to do something different. Me and B-Right, it's been a long day. We also gonna talk about molestation in the black community, man. It's a topic that people don't talk about, you know, and I think it's something that really needs to be talked about. And also just throwing out topics that we've been thinking about, how the sexuality is pushed on young kids nowadays in the schools. I think one of my friends, she posted something on my page. A little girl got suspended for 10 days because she didn't want to participate in, I guess, a LGBT thing. You know, I have nothing against the LGBT community. I have friends that are gay. I have family members that are gay, you know. But it's topics that need to be talked about. And on a serious note, that's what we're trying to get into. You know, a serious note. So don't take anything offensive, man.
That leads into bullying. If she didn't want to participate and then y'all suspended her for 10 days, that leads into bullying. Yeah. So you going to bully her?
We're not going to talk about that now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm sorry, Brett. I'm sorry. Because we would literally get into it, and that's not what the goal is. It's just to throw out the topics that we're planning on talking about.
Who was that transsexual who busted old girl's skull in?
That was, you talking about the MMA fighter?
Yeah.
See, that's for that topic.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
That's different. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But if it's, man, we want to talk about serious topics here. Like I said, we want to have our statistics in front of us. But these are topics that you can, you know, that we're going to talk about on future episodes.
Right.
This is our second episode in for our anchor. And I look forward to many more. And honestly, we got about, on our Facebook Live page, we have probably like 70 some videos. Probably maybe 50 or 60 of them are actual podcasts. You know, shout out to everybody that's been down with Label Us Not, that's then came in and did a podcast with us. But that's what we want. We want y'all to comment or send us an email, labelusnot@gmail.com.
Right.
You know, of topics that y'all want us to talk about. These are topics that people have threw out to us, and we're going to get into them. We're going to get into them, man. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I think a lot of things people are scared to talk about because they're afraid of what people are going to say or the backlash that it's going to get. But that's the beauty of it.
That's the problem.
No, that's the beauty of it.
And that's the problem at the same time.
Right. That's, you know. But if it's something y'all want us to talk about, man, shoot it out there. So y'all, those 4 main topics, that's what y'all gonna hear from us as of probably next week. I'm not for sure which one we're gonna get into next week. I specifically didn't want to do the that's what I told this person. I didn't want to do the pushing the sexual agenda on children with it being Pride Month, because that topic was sent to us last month out of respect, you know. But man, human trafficking is real. People killing people and selling their organs, it's real. Molestation in the black community is real. And that's what I want. I want us to start talking, getting deep into, you know, these real topics, and we're gonna stick to these subjects for an hour. You know, that's the goal.
And that's all in what we talked about tonight, man. People don't believe in what you believe in, they'll kill you in a heartbeat and not think twice about it. They'll human traffic y'all in a heartbeat, not even think about it. Just stupid stuff. That's why I want you to be careful, and I want you to be aware of what's going on around you. Like, man, people do not have your best interest at heart. They don't. And you know, nobody's gonna look out for you other than you. What is it? Did I say it right?
Umro.
Yeah, what she said.
Label us not, y'all.
LUK.
LUK, baby. You know.
All day, every day.
What time we at?
I have no idea. I think
There it is right there. Boom. It's right there and it's right there.
So we have 51 minutes.
51 minutes.
Yeah, we have 51.
Anything else you want to talk about tonight? Get it off your chest.
Get it off my chest.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I know you said you don't want to go into it. I want to talk about this dude who busted this girl's skull, man. Like,
No. Hey, if my battery would have went dead, I would have been able to pull up the thing.
Ooh. Oh.
No, it was a it was a transgender.
Yeah, maybe it should be a.
Oh my goodness, it was a transgender.
Maybe okay. Look, maybe it should.
It was a female MMA fight, but it was a transgender.
Yeah. Maybe I'm sorry. I called you a dude. I know you want to be called a woman, transgender. I know you want to be called a woman. Yeah. I'm sorry, but maybe y'all should have y'all like own league. Maybe it should be like y'all's. Maybe y'all should have like y'all own league. Maybe it should be men, women, and then transgender. You know, that.
How can you have your own league?
I mean, if
you got that many people,
if you get enough people, it can happen. I just man.
You crazy. You said I want to talk about that.
You probably didn't even think twice about that, did you? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the things that we are allowing people. This is the things that we are allowing. That girl, this got her skull beat in.
By me.
Yeah, by a Joanna man.
You crazy.
He.
Hey, no disrespect, man. No disrespect to the people out there, man. No disrespect to the transgenders, you know.
Nah, no.
No disrespect.
No, none whatsoever. I just think that situation needs to be reevaluated. I think they should still fight with the men. That's just my personal take on it.
Label us not, y'all.
You can have an opinion,
but don't put a label on us.
This is just me being funny, y'all. This is just
ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, be right.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, y'all see my face? My face breaking out like motherfucker. That grass and everything got to my face. Still look good though. I'm a little darker. Y'all see me up close today. Y'all see? I get my skin complexion back in the summer.
Yeah.
Man,
that song be eating us up, yo.
It do. It's like 90 degrees out there now. Ain't no rain. It's a little cool this morning. It wasn't too bad.
Nah. I seen the morning dew. I thought it was gonna rain for a second. I was like,
it did. Ooh. It rained in Del City.
No.
That's why the grass was wet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why the grass was wet. So yeah. Man, it's been a good one, man. Label us now. We gonna wrap this up. Label us now.
Hey man, y'all keep me in y'all prayers, yo.
That's it.
I feel like the devil trying to beat me down, but I ain't gonna let him win.
That's it.
The devil thought he had me.
Real talk. Label us now.